Alright, and welcome to another Wargame European Escalation multiplayer match. I'm DigitalAdhesive, and today we've got a 2v2 that I took part in. As usual, I'm representing the Warsaw Pact up against NATO, and we're playing on Straight Ahead. Now, this is a map, an asymmetrical map, as well as they all are, which has this really interesting terrain feature right here. You can really sneak a lot of units up in these forests, and I always do enjoy maps that have large chunks of forest, because it can be this relatively small geographical feature that you can spend 2/3 of the game fighting over because you can't see anything in there, and you have no idea how many units are how many enemy units are actually in there unless you get right up in their face. Alright, now, I played this game about a week ago, and I have not looked at the replay before now, so my memory might fail me a little bit, but that's fine. We will discover this game together. So it looks like my opponents here are, they have 3 command vehicles. And it's funny when you play a 2v2 at 1500 points, because at 1500 sometimes it might feel like you don't have a lot of points to throw around, but boy, let me tell you, when you have 750 points to throw around and you go back to playing 1500 by yourself in a single player match, it feels like you can buy the world, that you can buy the Kremlin. It's nuts. So let's speed this up a little bit. Get everything on the ground here, and we'll see what our respective strategies are. It looks like my teammate is going for a big T62 push. Alright, let's just pause that and take a quick gander. Yeah, he's loaded up on 12 T62s. He's got some newbie anti-air and recon vehicle. I've got my armored command, couple of T-80s, well, one T-80 and a T-80B, some infantry, a couple of Tunguskas, a Strum, and he has my teammate has gone artillery crazy, and I've just got sort of a standard defense for my command. Now over here we've got a couple of anti-air, we've got some TOW ATGMs, recon, a unguarded command vehicle, not a good idea. And over here, plenty of Gazelle cannons. I don't know, that might be a little too many for my tastes. You definitely want 2 at least if you're going to go after recon helicopters, just so you can shoot them down fast. I suppose 4, or actually, never mind, 6. You know, 6 might be a little over the top, but then again, I'm relatively new. I might not know what I'm talking about. So they're doing a push over here, probably to pick up Foxtrot. My teammate is doing some shelling of Alpha, just blind shelling, and he's going to secure Hotel with his tanks. And again, looking at this newbie anti-air, I would probably recommend upgrading your anti-air pretty quickly. Maybe some people can be effective with those ZSUs and the flak panzers, which is the equivalent on NATO, but I really take my anti-air seriously. I really don't like to take chances with it. Alright, so I pull into Echo here, and they're across from me diagonally into Bravo. And I've got probably some Schutzen in there, which again I've really liked. Thank you, Axel Schultz, again. Looks like I'm going to stick the Shrum over in this tree line. There's a nice open field here where if armor approaches, I can probably get some decent shots off. Looks like I'm not using helicopters right now, or at least not helicopters to ferry in special forces. And like a fool, I forgot to bring any recon with me. I just, you know, I think this is one of the times when I was just getting used to having so few points that recon was something I sacrificed, and you should never do that. You should find the points for recon. One of those Mi-2s, or one of those scout helicopters, is just so invaluable, because I got no idea what's over here now. He could have anything. I mean, he could have a whole army of leopards. He could have God only knows. And you really want to know what you're facing. Machschützen go in the city, and these cannons just sort of are hanging out in Delta. Now, he hasn't put his command vehicle in there yet. Probably should do that soon. Don't want to have wasted points there. Alright, now finally I come to my senses and I find the points for an MI2 and bring it on the field. He starts shelling me. Just again, blind fire into Echo. And I spread my units out, hiding the T-80s in the tree line, along with the Shrum. No real combat to speak of right now, so let's speed up a little bit until things start to happen. Alright. I lose my scout helicopter because I'm careless with it, and I bring in a couple of these guys. The Mi-24As. I find his recon. I work on trying to take it out, but that Chaparral is just having a field day out there shooting at my my helicopters and doing a pretty good job of it. This was a mistake. There was no reason for this to happen right there. And as soon as I noticed I lost my scout helicopter, I should have not sent these poor bastards out there to deal with it. So lines are being drawn up here between Foxtrot and Hotel. He's pulling in the Gazelles, but fortunately I have presence of mind enough to have a Tunguska up here, take out one of them, pull my wounded Mi-24s back. I managed to save them, but for all that fuss, they couldn't take out the recon I sent them over to deal with. So I got lucky there. I got really lucky there. I lost my scout, and despite that, even though I sent my helicopters in like a fool, they all survived, even though they're a little worse for the wear. Alright, so my teammate's making a push with his T-62s here. And he's got these two flak panzers here, which he's got no armor. He's got no ATGMs. He's got nothing. Well, now he's pulling in a couple of leopards, the crappy noob leopards. This is bad. He probably should have had a couple of tow launchers, maybe some decent armor, or some infantry in the woods, something like that. But yeah, this is almost like sending in a command vehicle naked. Of course, he's got these armored personnel carriers too. I missed that. He's got 4 of them. I don't know what's in there, but at this point, they should have been secure somewhere in a tree line, waiting for a push instead of just sort of chilling out there. That's my thoughts anyway on that. Alright, so I decided I want to try and make a push over here toward Bravo. I don't know what's in there. Maybe I saw it with my Mi-2 briefly before it got shot down. I don't know, but I want to try and make a push. My teammate is shelling Bravo now. Or is he shelling Bravo? Or where? Yeah, he is shelling Bravo now. I told him that I'm about to try and make a push, and he's supporting me with that. He's got all these guys hidden there. Let's see if... yeah, they have no idea he's there. Well, they know he's there, but they don't know the particulars of it. Oh, God, and he's bringing his command vehicle right out in front of this T-62 line. If you're going to retreat your command vehicle, don't retreat it laterally to the side of where the combat's happening, because, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Dead. You want to retreat it back, away from the front. Otherwise, that'll happen, and you'll have to buy a new one, which he did, but that's still at least 220 points that do not need to be lost. Now, some of these, all these people are my friends, too, for this particular game. It's funny, in the 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks now since I've been playing this game, I have convinced 9 other people, some real-life friends, some IRC friends, to buy this game. UGen System should cut me a check, seriously. I jest, but I wouldn't say no to an air-land battle beta invite. Cough, cough. Anyway, so this is kind of a lost cause over here for NATO. We got this recon, and they've got a couple of APCs with troops in it against a legion of T-62s supported by anti-air. So I get the brilliant idea to make a push over here with a bunch of Machschützen, T-80B, and a Tunguska. And this was before I got great advice about pushing with Zalos. I'll touch more on that later. Toes open up, take out one APC right off the bat, scaring the hell out of the Mach-Schutzen in there. Look at all those missiles just coming in. For the buddy, the Toe is a fantastic vehicle. I mean, it can't take a punch at all, but it can do serious damage. And he's got another one up there. So it's 5 Toes just completely destroying my front line here. This is a really bad move. Now, I'm pissed at this point, and I want revenge. And maybe I should have pulled the T-80B back, but I want to get up there and kick some ass. Now, his Toe launchers are all out of missiles, which is great, because my T-80B can just pick them off as the rest of my forces just rout. I got this one lone tank out here. He sends in 2 Gazelle cannons, which isn't going to do anything, really. Well, if they shoot the Mach-Schutzen, it will. But, I mean, they're already screwed anyway. They've got taken all this artillery fire. They're scared. They're routing. But these things can't really do anything to a T-80B. And, you know, getting close to it, getting into a shootout with its machine gun is not really going to be productive for the NATO player. So this is really, really bad. And this is due to lack of experience on my part, not being comfortable juggling only 750 points, and just the rush of adrenaline and trying to just force my way into Bravo. Did not work. Bad idea. To make a push, I've learned that Zalos are a really great support vehicle. You get 5 of them for $100, and you stick some Mach-Schutzen in front of them, and you can get a really great force that can do an offensive push, and is somewhat expendable as far as units are expendable in this game for 200 to 300 points. Really not that bad. But this just driving, you know, 6 APCs up the road with 1 tank, a bad idea. We're doing okay in points though. We've got twice as many as they do, but I don't want to lose this thing. That said, I still push it forward. I probably should have pulled it back, but it's working out so far. I wanted to not let this stand. And this is the little T-80 that could. Now, if they had decent air support, they could have popped this thing in 2 seconds. The fact that I don't have a Tunguska with it, I don't have any air support or any anti-air with it at all, is a problem. And I tell my teammate to ease back on the artillery at this point, because I'm trying to turn this thing into the little T-80 that could. And this thing has blown the crap out of everything it's come across. But again, he had a Cobra, he had an Apache. God forbid if he had an Apache, I would be in serious trouble with this thing. Now, as it would turn out though, since he doesn't really have a good combined force here, this turns into a field day, just shooting everything he sees here. Now he's pulling in more cannons, probably just a newbie mistake, you know, because I mean those shells are just going to bounce right off the T-80. Now I know this is a total noob match. This is noobs playing noobs. You know, this is not pro stuff. This is not, you know, edge of your seat stuff. But you know, for new players that are coming to this game, this is what we go through. This is the sort of the learning experience that we have to submit ourselves to in order to get better at the game. And so that's what you're seeing right here. You're seeing new players in good faith trying to do the best they can and to learn. Now, that said, one of the things I really need to do is play more random online matches. I play a bunch of them, but I need to play against people that are undeniably better than me. And I need to get my ass kicked over and over and over, because that's really how you learn in an RTS. You learn by losing and analyzing your mistakes, and you're going to lose a lot before you get better. So that is on my to-do list, especially for videos. So you're probably going to see me get my ass kicked a lot in the upcoming videos. Now, my poor little T-80B, they can't see him right now because they have no scouting support, but he's running out of shells, he's running out of gas. I pull back these 2 Mi-24s who have repaired, and decide for some reason to get into a shootout with these Gazelle cannons. I must have been off my medication for this game. Seriously, looking it over now, I didn't realize how bad I played at the time. But yeah, I'm almost embarrassed to show you guys this. But I don't have any ego in these games. I don't pretend I'm a really great player. So best to learn by watching what you should not do from me. So I am pleased to provide you this service. And the Gazelles, well, I guess they're combined forces and you get enough of them, or maybe these are a better model than the other ones before. They finally take out my T80, which gives them a good shot in the arm of points, but I mean, we're so far ahead right now that I'm not really concerned. So I guess what I would say is, don't look at the fact that we're winning this game as any indication of this is how you should play by emulating the styles that you see in this match, because someone who's been playing for 6 months would look at the strategy that I employed here and, would roll his eyes and just, sweep me away with a gesture of his arm and win. So even if you see someone winning, analyze how they won and why they won. And, don't take the lesson to take away from it isn't that just because they won you should do what they did. There's always a context, and the context here is we were all relatively inexperienced. I had the most experience of my friends in this game just because I played it more than they did, but I made some mistakes that I should have known better about, because I am still a newbie, but I didn't just fall off the turnip truck before playing this game. I played enough games that I should have known that the strategy I employed was a bad idea, and I didn't. We won in spite of that, not because of that. So thank you very much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, get involved, friend list me, both on Steam and in Wargame. Until next time, I'm DigitalAdhesive, and thanks for watching. Take care.